Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC, and I am back in the shop getting some of this stuff worked. So it's been kind of a long week, and I haven't been filming a lot of the work that I've been doing, but I have been getting a lot of work done. So on TNFNU, I shared this, but we're going to continue it. So the handle scales have all been shaped to the blade. So the tang is now shaped all out. So now the next step with all of these is to start shaping it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the machine, start rounding all of this stuff off, thinning it out a little bit. And then once I have it in a good spot, as far as the rough rounding of everything off, we're going to start talking about hand shaping it. So this is what takes a little bit of time, but it kind of goes, it doesn't take too long, but once I get it shaped on the machine, then I have to take sandpaper and go ahead and start shaping these handles. So I'm going to get these three worked on. The Damascus Obsession, I glued the handle scales up, but I still haven't really gotten in there and shaped it to the handle. I started it and I just was playing, but I didn't want to get too far into it. The problem with doing it this way is that I got the nice dark acid etch on the blade, but then I have to go back and remove it because I have to shape it to the handles. And then pre-shaping the handles before you glue it never ends up working properly. So this is why I do it this way, but there's going to be a trick as to how I can darken that Damascus up. As you can see the pattern in there, and I'll get that nice and acid etched again, but there's a trick to it using something else, and I'm hoping it doesn't mess with the wood, but we'll see how it works. But I have to grind that all down and then start thinning that one out because that's pretty thick material, but it's this curly maple, which is pretty easy to thin out compared to some of the synthetics. But we're gonna get this going, so we're gonna work on those, start getting them to a place where I'm hand sanding it, and we'll see how that goes. So gonna do a bunch of time-lapse stuff because anything else is just gonna be too long. But all right, let's All right, guys, so far the Rockhopper with the black lid micarta and the red pins, I got it down to 400 or 600. And just this side, I gotta do the other side still. And it's looking pretty good. I wanna get this to 800, possibly 1,000 grit. Get it nice and polished because I want it to get dark. Just so you know, I want it to be, boom, I want it to be like that. I think once it's polished and oiled and everything else, it's gonna have that nice dark look. So far, this one is coming out pretty good. I have to spend more time on this. And then I have the other three, which I'll possibly be doing during the live stream tomorrow. So if you are watching this, you probably missed it already because this won't release till the beginning of the week. But check out Sundays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I try to do a live, something new. So I don't know how long I'm gonna continue to do it for, but I got some positive feedback on it last time. So I'm trying to get this one done. And then I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. What do you guys think of that? So that's down to 800 grit with a little polishing. Still obviously needs a little bit of cleanup, but so far I really like the way that handle is turning out. So I still have some cleanup on this to do. Actually, a lot of cleanup on this to do. I'm seeing a lot of things I need to work on, but man, it's in good shape. So this handle shape is that way because as this is a Rockhopper, by the way, that round gets right in the middle of your palm. It gives you something to hold on to, so that when you're holding on to the knife, you know, that round bit gets right in there, gives you something to really grip a hold of down here. And then I put a lanyard for the pinky, and it becomes an integral part of the handle. But so far, I am digging it. Just a couple things I'm noticing right now that I want to fix, and I'll get to that. Just little detail things that are annoying me, but so far looking pretty good. What do you guys think? All right, moving on to the next one. I think I'm gonna get to this one next. I know, see, you see how rough it is, and then it turns into that. So I remember what that looked like in the beginning, and now it's looking like this. So obviously, it's a lot of work. Been out here for a little bit, did time lapse, and then I just set the camera down and got to work. But so far, so good. What's up, guys? So working on the Bloom XL, the John Deere Bloom XL. So you guys picked OD green as the handle color, and I thought as a compliment to that, these yellow pins would look cool. And then it was pointed out to me in the live stream last week that this is John Deere, and sure enough, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, I guess it's the John Deere Bloom XL. So here it is. I went down to, what was that, 600 grit? So I still want to go to at least 8. So we're getting there. I like the layers that are popping out here in the G10. Always looks good. I'm a long way from the finish line on this one, but it's looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep on chugging along. All right, guys, quick check-in. The Bloom XL handle looks pretty good. I like the way that came out. And I took the tape off the blade. Looks good, but I still want to get that a little bit better. So I'm going to do a little bit of hand sanding and stuff on this on the live stream today as I'm filming this. So I can even out that finish. You can see it's a little uneven, so I need to even all that out and get a couple of the blemishes off. So I'm going to be hand sanding, trying to get that to where it needs to be. So literally what I do is I wrap the handle with paper towel and tape so I can protect the handle. I did all that work on the handle. I don't want to scratch up the handle, so I protect that. I put it in my little jig over here, and then so I can hand sand the blade a little bit better. Rockhopper, same thing. Looks really good. The handle came out nice and dark with that nice red. Looks really good, guys. What do you think? And then I just need to finish up that, get a little bit of those blemishes off the blade. And then these guys will be ready for the next step, which would be making a sheath. And then once you make the sheath, I'm not acid etching or anything these blades. I'm going to keep them satin finish or the finish that I have. Put a lanyard on this one. I don't think I'm going to need, this one doesn't really need a lanyard. Usually I put a lanyard on something that's a 3-finger grip, but this one you can get a full register on. So I'm not going to put a lanyard on that. Whoever buys this, they can put a lanyard on it if they wish. I'll leave that up to them. So here we go. I'm gonna do the work on the live stream today. So I'll check in with you guys after the live stream to update you on what was happening. I need to do those two, finishing those two up, and then if I have time on the live stream, depending how long this takes, I'm going to come and start hand shaping the Flamingo and the Damascus Obsession. So that will be interesting. It's just, this wood goes pretty quick actually with hand sanding. But yeah, there's a lot of work left on these two. So I'm going to get as much done as possible. The live stream usually goes for about an hour, hour and a half. So we'll see how much work I get done. All right. I'll check in with you guys afterwards to update you on what happened. All right, guys. So the live stream went really well today. I got a lot done. I hope some of you were there and got to check it out. Got a lot of work done. It was good interacting with you guys. It was fun. Again, the Rockhopper is in a really good spot. Cleaned up that blade a little bit. So now really what's left is I got to do the sheath and the final cleanup on this one. Put an edge on it, and this one will be done. We're going to keep it in that satin finish. The Bloom XL, same thing. Got that in a good spot. Handle nice and smoothed out. Full 4-finger purchase on that. Excellent little blade. Mostly during the live stream today, I did the Flamingo. Got it nice and polished and sanded. Handle came out really, really good. Really happy with the way that came out. I didn't do anything to the blade. It's still in really good shape the way I left it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more because this is going to get acid etched and stone washed. So that's next step on this knife is I'm going to work on the blade a little bit and then do the acid etch and stone wash. But I'm going to finish these two first. So this one's going to kind of get off to the side, but I'm going to finish these two and then I'll finish that one. And then the only other one that I got a little bit of work done was the Damascus Obsession. And I got that ground down a little bit. I got the handle shaped up just a little bit. You can see this side's a little I know, I'm sorry. This light is almost too bright. Here, let me turn it off. All right, that's better. This side's a little thinner than that side. So I got to do a bunch of work here. Thin this out a little bit. That handle material is almost a little too thick. So I'm going to get that started and done. The curly maple is looking good. Once I get some of the oils and stuff on it, it's gonna be pretty awesome. So working on that and gonna get these two done. So the next step with these guys, I'm gonna tape up these blades and we're gonna start talking about the sheath, but that will be on the next one. All right, guys. So the next time I check in with you guys, these two may be completely done, but check the page because you're going to see the finished product somehow. All right, guys. So please subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours. Check you later, guys.